remains steadfast in its commitment to peace and diplomacy. We will continue to work alongside the UN and international partners to support a just, lasting, and comprehensive solution to the conflict. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Greece for the statement. I now give the floor to the representative of the United Kingdom.
Thank you, President. I'd like to start by thanking Deputy Special Coordinator Alek Barov, ASG Masuya, Ms. Ashing, and Ms. Gritsevsky for your sobering and powerful briefings today, which underline one single truth. It is time for this terrible conflict to end. I'll make 3 points, President. First, the IPC's confirmation of famine in Gaza City marks the first officially recorded famine in modern history in the Middle East. It is entirely man-made and, as my Foreign Secretary has said, it is a moral outrage. Over 100 children in Gaza have died of malnutrition, while food is sitting at Gaza's borders. I have 2 clear messages for Israel. Immediately lift restrictions and allow food, medical supplies, and fuel to reach those in desperate need in line with international humanitarian law. And allow the UN and international NGOs to carry out their life-saving work without obstruction. It is also vital that international humanitarian law is upheld. Israel's attack on Nasser Hospital this weekend, killing civilians, health workers, and journalists, is appalling. We note the ongoing inquiry into this attack, and it is imperative that there are urgent and transparent investigations which hold those responsible to account in a meaningful way. Second, Ms. Gritsevsky provided a truly harrowing account today of the cruelty she experienced at the hands of Hamas terrorists. The United Kingdom unequivocally condemns conflict-related sexual violence wherever it occurs, and we continue to call for justice for survivors of these abhorrent crimes. Her briefing also reminded us of the agony of the hostages still held in Gaza, including her partner, Matan Zangawa. The United Kingdom has been clear that Hamas must immediately release all the hostages taken on the 7th of October and lay down their weapons. And I recall that the Security Council has called for the unconditional and immediate release of the hostages in all 4 of our resolutions since the 7th of October. But I reiterate again today that Hamas must be held accountable for their despicable actions and can have no future in the governance of Gaza. A ceasefire remains the best way to secure the release of all the remaining hostages. The Israeli government's plan to expand military operations in Gaza will only put them in further danger. We condemn this decision and urge Israel to change course. Third, Israel's decision to approve plans for settlement construction in the E1 area in the West Bank, if implemented, would be a flagrant breach of international law, and it will take us further away from peace. Israel must retract these plans. The two-state solution conference last month demonstrated the strength of support, the strength of international support for a brighter future for the region. The United Kingdom opposes any actions which undermine the viability of the two-state solution and the long-term goal of Israelis and Palestinians living side by side in peace and security. President, now is the moment for the parties to redouble their efforts to secure an immediate ceasefire. This is the path to end the suffering in Gaza, secure the release of the hostages, and deliver a framework for lasting peace in the region. I thank you.
Agradezco a la delegación.
I thank the representative of the UK for the statement. I now give the floor to the representative of Slovenia.
Thank you, President.